Michael Jordan feels like he had more of a baseball body. If you ask him and Tim Grover, his trainer, he had more of a baseball body during the '95 season. And there's quotes during this summer after they lost where he tells people, if I had the full year, we definitely would have won the championship. I don't know if he ever says that in The Last Dance, but he was saying it in '95, like the summer after they lost. He was like, if I just come back earlier, we would have won.
Yeah.
Right? So he feels like he's got to get into basketball shape. There's one problem. He was signed for the summer to play for the Toon Squad. And he had to go and do a movie called Space Jam, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. But he said,
I didn't even notice you were wearing the jersey.
Hey, this is the best jersey. The Toon Squad, Michael Jordan, special. Shit is fire.
Yeah.
Shit is absolute fire. But Michael Jordan told Warner Brothers, I'm not coming to do this movie unless you give me a basketball court that I can practice on or just a place to train. And I got to be able to train right there. Otherwise, it doesn't make much sense for me to do this movie and then go into next season and suck ass. Right?
Yeah.
So they build him this giant dome. Right? Let's see if I can get pictures of the dome. I think they're in this article. There we go.
Yeah.
They built him this. I used to work at a place that had one of these as like a tennis facility. So we play tennis. And they're really trippy. Have you ever been in one of these little air domes? I feel like they're only in certain places. So I don't know if maybe that's a thing that not many people have done. I don't know.
I'm not sure if I have.
But you walk in, you feel all the air suction. They said it costs $10,000 to air condition the place every week. $10,000 a week. Absurd, right?
And that's a lot of money in 1996.
It's a lot of money for me right now. I mean, it's probably not a lot of money in the grand scheme of things. I know what you're saying, but it's a lot. It's a lot of money.
Like
$10,000 a day for a whole summer, or a week for a whole summer. That's wild.
That is crazy.
But Space Jam, iconic classic, had to happen. I agree with Warner Brothers all the way. Make him the fucking court. He's the GOAT. Do what you got to do. Like, because that's how people are probably looking at it.
That ruined our environment. These kind of things. See, these stupid things ruined our environment. All right, let's keep going.
Ruined our environment.
Yeah.
We'll see. If you ask Reggie Miller, the players who went to this dome ruined the environment for the next few years. So hear me out. They have the dome. There's a court in it, and there's a full gym, right? And by gym, I mean basketball court. Or I said court, right? So full, and then like workout stuff for Tim Grover to just like do his mad science things.
Yeah.
And he would then have guys from, well, at first it was guys from UCLA that came to Warner Bros. Camp because it was close. And they would play 5-on-5, like it says here, 5-on-5, first to 7 points, straight up, which I thought was interesting. All ones, call your own fouls. So they're playing 1983 North Carolina college basketball rules. All ones, call your own shit, right? First to 7. So threes are irrelevant. I wish I had known that before doing research into this, because why have Reggie Miller there? Why is he there?
It's still not hard for him to make 7 shots.
I know, but I was just thinking about all the guys who were shooting that were there, that were known for their shooting ability, but also they're in California. So Reggie's a local California guy. There's a bunch of guys that are here that live in California that came in. But it started with the college guys, and Chris Johnson, guard forward for UCLA. He was basically Jordan's point guard throughout the whole summer, as the story goes.
Yeah.
And, Reggie Miller was there. Patrick Ewing was there. Chris
Rodman went there too, right?
Rodman.
Yeah.
Saw his crazy hair in one of the videos. I have footage of it over here.
Yeah, and then it's naming all of the players that went, anyways.
But there were lots of guys there, and this is some of the only footage from it. There's very few.
Pardon the granular.
Yeah, I said during the Dream Team thing that there were 2 games in Jordan's career, or 2 things like this in Jordan's career, where I don't know why nobody thought, oh, we should probably get a camera on this. And that was the Monte Carlo game and this. Or the Monte Carlo games, because I'm sure there was more than one practice.
Yeah.
But and the reason why I said why the NBA players would say that this was a stupid decision is I've heard Reggie Miller on more than one interview when he gets asked about this experience say, why the hell did we all go up there and help him get better? We basically said, here, Michael Jordan, here's more championships. Here's all our game. We're going to play our hardest with you. It's going to be the hardest games. And so now when it comes playoff time, you know what we're going to do. You're ready to go. Because they said in The Last Dance that he was taking notes on all these guys. And the guys on the Bulls were taking notes on all the guys that came into California.
Yeah. It's just fun, like, basketball competition shit, though. Like, I'm sure Reggie definitely wasn't thinking about that at all at that point.
Definitely not in the moment, I don't think. I don't think any of them were in the moment.
So I do have a question about this.
Yeah.
And I understand that it was drawn out a certain way, especially in The Last Dance. So this is just a contrarian thought. But I really do question this because of the outcome later on. So you have all these guys come, including Dennis Rodman,
right?
Who he has not signed with the Bulls yet.
Yeah, that's what I was about to look up, so I paused the video. I want to look it up even better.
Nope, it was October 3rd.
Is that what it says? 95, October 3rd. Bulls acquire Rodman from Spurs in trade. So it's really like right before the beginning of the season.
Right? So
right
and
before.
This is my thing, and that's what I was expecting. So a lot of people look at Jordan a specific way, and I think the way it's drawn out is what kind of helps that process. But could Jordan have also been recruiting? Right?
I think it's a big, like what we see with LeBron that he does.
Exactly. Yeah. So a lot of people get, like, when we looked at it in NBA history, this always happens. Like, or at least over the last 20 years it has. Like LeBron, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, that all happened because of the Olympics, right? They all played together in the Olympics. That kind of worked out that way. Yeah. Kevin Durant and the Warriors happened, I think, also in it was like the All-Star game, but it was something else. I can't remember. I think it was in Olympics too. And I know for sure 100% Kyrie Irving and KD also happened because of the Olympics.
Right.
So this happens where players they play together, they meet up, and then after a while they want to join each other. Like that happened with Shaq and Penny before Shaq and Penny became like big names. Like that happened with a lot of players in NBA history. And I think people just brush past this because they would never look at Michael Jordan as that guy who would go look for help. They always, you know what I mean? Like he never really seemed like that guy. And I really do feel like he used this to recruit. And he probably had conversations with Rodman. Because for them to say in The Last Dance, we were reluctant on wanting to trade for Rodman because Pippen and Jordan's relationship or feelings towards him, right? But then why the hell do you invite him to a summer training thing when you don't like him? That's like inviting Isaiah Thomas. Like, you know what I mean? Like